Hello and welcome to the Scum and Villainy Report, dedicated to exposing the clowns in politics and culture. So there's been quite a bit of buzz lately around Terrell Patel. He's a former political aide in Texas and someone who was pretty active in Democratic circles. He worked as a chief of staff for Fort Bend County Judge K.P. George and was involved in a lot of progressive causes. Sounds like a solid political career, right? Well, things just took a quite unexpected turn. Recently, Patel claimed he was the victim of several hate crimes, vandalism, threats, you name it. The idea was that he was being targeted because of his race, which, of course, sparked a lot of outrage, and people were understandably concerned and rallied behind him. Let's roll the tape.
For Fort Bend County Commissioner in Precinct 3 is exposing the racism and xenophobic messages sent to him. Terrell Patel posted them online. The worst saying, "We don't need more San Negroid humans." One person said he's another dirty Pakistani, but it goes on, despite Patel being of Indian descent, born in Fort Bend County, the hate still rolled in. Some saying he doesn't know English, others saying he wasn't born in America, calling him a communist and a foreigner who wants to take away their guns and freedom. Is this our America? You damn right it is. Tonight, Patel is speaking out and says these kind of attacks totally cross the line. Glad to have you on the Factor Uncensored. Unfortunately, those circumstances are not so great.
That's right. I'm glad to be here. And look, we are always going to push back against hate, especially in a place like Fort Bend County that is so diverse and has given so many blessings to people from all communities and walks of life. But we have to expose what's happening here. And Isaiah, I'll tell you, since we exposed it, those hateful attacks have only increased.
You know, I'm suddenly craving Subway at 3 o'clock in the morning in Chicago during a blizzard. Juicy smoothie, anyone?
His political future was bright by many standards. Now a candidate for Fort Bend County Commissioner who once worked in the White House has been arrested.
Well, I'm hearing some whispers that this is about him allegedly creating fake identities to then make hateful comments towards him so that he can seek media attention. Now, I don't know if this is true, but if it is true, right, this is a very appropriate prosecution. They are filing a misrepresentation of identity, which is a Class A misdemeanor, and an online impersonation charge, which is a third-degree felony, up to 10 years in prison, both found not in the penal code, but in the election code. And it's designed to prevent people from interfering with the outcomes of elections by misinformation.
Well, surprise, surprise. After looking into it, investigators found that the whole thing was fabricated. Yep, Patel allegedly staged this incident himself. Now he's facing charges for filing false reports.
Here's what we know so far. Back in October, the DA's office received a request from Precinct 3 Commissioner Andy Meyer to look into who was behind several social media posts directed at his opponent, which is Patel. This came after Patel sent out a press release with a collage of supposed racist social media posts that he claimed were directed at him. Meyer told investigators he recognized one of the accounts behind the comments as Antonio Scallywag. The documents then further detailed how they linked that account back to Patel, including getting a subpoena from Facebook and Google. From there, they were able to obtain account and payment information matching Patel's credit card number, address, phone number, and other personal data.
Yeah, damn. So, apparently we're dealing with a criminal mastermind here. This boy made some fake accounts using his address, credit card numbers, telephone, basically any form of ID under the sun. But wait, there's more.
County candidate who was charged last month for allegedly faking racist social media posts against himself is under investigation again for a similar crime.
Yeah, a new search warrant filed by investigators this week claims that he impersonated a district judge on Facebook. In fact, it's the one who was initially assigned to preside over his first case.
Yet another search warrant linked him to a fake Facebook account using the real name of Judge Surendran Patel. And in the newest search warrant, an Investigators say he used the email address theonlydangerousdog@gmail.com to create a Facebook account under the name Jane Donnie using a Pennsylvania realtor's photo.
Impersonating judges, stealing identities. God damn, this guy's digging quite the hole for himself. You know, I bet he probably thinks he's pretty damn clever. You know, these kind of guys always do. He thought he was just going to get away with it. He's going to manipulate the community with these claims. And that house of cards is coming down.
And in just a few hours, a former Fort Bend County candidate is due in court for his arraignment. Terrell Patel is facing a felony count of online impersonation for creating a fake Facebook profile back in 2022 to highlight racist attacks targeting him and his campaign while he ran for Precinct 3 commissioner.
You know, it's sad that we're living in a time when there's so much perceived racial tension. And I really do think it's perceived. Not to say there isn't racism out in the world, and I believe it always will exist on some level. But I think some of the things we're seeing right now are largely from people's perception rather than reality. And that's allowing people like Mr. Patel here to try to benefit both in status and power simply by trying to manipulate the good intentions of people. I believe they do have good intentions, most of them, the average person anyway. I think a lot of the ones fomenting this stuff are, you know, grifters, largely. But it's crazy that the atmosphere is such at the moment that it's really giving these guys an easy time. And if not for Mr. Patel's stupidity, he might have just gotten away with it. So that's all I got for you today. Let me know what you think down below. Is Mr. Patel more of a scumbag or a villain? We'll love to hear your thoughts. And as always, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one.